If I saw another day, only to scream into the night. Nothing ever tries to change, even if I want to realize. 'Cause I've been sitting here, same old ways, taking off without the same mistake. Darling, will you go away? It won't be as simple for you.
Yo, guys, it's Old Man G here, back again for a pre-match preview for the Manchester United versus Villarreal live Champions League game. It's a must-win for Manchester United. But before we get into it, if you're new to the channel, remember to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitter, United X, and smash the notification button for latest Manchester United news, and then some. Obviously, check the handles in the description in the scrolly thing below. So, but yeah, should have done a match review last night, but like last night in the Champions League was wild. It was so wild. One, I was tired, and two, if you're a Real Madrid fan, you're probably still hurting right now. There was a lot of. If you're a Real Madrid fan, there's a lot of hurt right now because there's a lot of pain for Real Madrid last night against the Sheriff. And that's why I'm quite cautious of this game. You know, I'm going to show the lineup in a second, guys. The lineup obviously is out. I'm sure there'll be a lot of United fans that are happy because a certain someone is not in the team. However, I'd be very cautious going into this game. I think that Villarreal are people are underestimating Villarreal. I'm seeing people say we should smash them, we should beat them, it should be easy, it should be okay. And they seem to forget that Villarreal got a point at the Bernabeu not too far ago. They obviously beat us in the Europa League under Emery, and then people forget that they held Chelsea to a draw. So I don't really understand where this, personally for me, I don't really understand where this confidence is coming from, that people think that we're just going to slap Villarreal at home just like it's nothing. They defend very, very, very well. And as far as Villarreal are concerned, they're going to be happy with just a point. You know, I don't think Villarreal, I think if it gets into it, I think Villarreal are going to be very happy with a point. And I've got obviously a poll on just saying if you're interested in I think the current poll is, do you think basically Manchester United are going to win, draw, or lose? So vote in that. Shout out to guys that are watching the chat. Really, really appreciate it. Shout out to Sammy. Hashtag Perez out says, Villarreal were good against exactly. Respect Sheriff as well, bro. But yeah, and hey, Lucas Life, hope you're doing, man. Go and subscribe to this guy's channel as well. He posts a lot of good content. So yeah, I think it's you know, I think that I just think that it's not a good idea to underestimate these guys. Is basically what I'm saying. It's not a good idea to or let me know if the connection is what's going on with the connection, man. What's going on with the connection? Hopefully I'm not buffering really badly. If I'm buffering really badly, if there's an issue with the connection or audio, please let me know. So I'm not currently in my home base right now. So I do apologize in that respect if that is an issue. So I couldn't try and hope that's better. Anyway, moving on anyway. Yeah, so basically, I think this is going to be a tough game, is what I'm saying at the end of the day. It's going to be a tough game. Shout out to those who watch you on Facebook as well, by the way. It's going to be a tough game for Manchester United going into this. They're very, very organized, very defensively solid. And while they haven't won tons of games, they have been defensively solid. So, and we know, as we saw at the weekend and previously, Manchester United struggle to break teams down. We struggle to break but we had a lot of possession, passing the ball around side to side, etc. We struggled to break things down, and so I generally think this is going to be a difficult game. I think this is going to be a difficult game for Manchester United because I don't really see a way past the yellow submarine well. I think if we get 2 goals, I mean that's fine, but I just think that um, I think that we're going to struggle to break this Villarreal team. So that's my prediction anyway. My prediction is a draw, but I'll get into it in a second. Shout out to Kobe, says, "What's up? I'm doing okay, Kobe. Thank you for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it. Make sure you smash that like button. Goes a long way. I'll probably be live probably till maybe 30:30 or maybe to quarters before the game starts. So, but let me just obviously react to a lineup. So this is obviously the lineups coming up here. Where is it? Okay, yeah. So obviously, United official Twitter page. Alliance has been out for a while. De Gea, Lindelof, Pogba, Ronaldo, Greenwood, Bruno, Varane, Dallo, Sancho, Alex Telles, and McTominay. You've got Heaton, Henderson. So we've got 2 goalkeepers on the bench. Okay, who, in my opinion, should be starting: Fred, Lingard, Mata, Matic, Van der Beek, Cavani, Elanga, Martial. So very attacking. I think this is very attacking, very, very attacking, which could be good or bad because I think we hit on the counter attack. But that is a very attacking team. I've never really liked the Pogba McTominay because obviously Fred has been dropped. I've never really liked. Alex B says no Maguire. Yeah, Maguire's injured, so as most people can say, we pretty much got a makeshift back four. That for me is actually what I'm worried about the most. The makeshift back four. It's not actually the midfield per se. It's the fact that 3 out of 4 of our. I don't think people. I don't get it. I think I've just seen a lot of United fans being like, "Yeah, we're gonna smash. We're gonna do this." I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get where the confidence is coming from. Villarreal don't concede that many goals. They're solid defensively, and we have a makeshift back four, and we struggle to break teams down. I don't get where the confidence is coming from. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't get where the confidence is coming from. The only play in that back is Varane. Or imagine if we didn't sign Varane, but Varane, that's our signing. Lindelof is coming in, having not played for a while, and personally, for me, I think that Bailly should be the one to start, not Lindelof, because Lindelof gets bullied, as we saw, ironically enough, in the Europa League final last season. It was on Lindelof. He got bullied, and they scored. So we're playing Lindelof again, and he's going to get bullied, and we're going to score. So that's a problem. So that for me is a problem. And then obviously Telles is coming into the team. He's not played that many games. He's coming back. Defensively, he's a bit suspect. Going forward, great, but defensively, he's not as good as Shaw. But he's going to have to be there for a while because Shaw's obviously out. And then obviously Wan-Bissaka is suspended, so Dallo comes in. To be fair to Dallo, from what I've seen, has actually been when he's come in, he's been quite good, and I suspect that on the weekend he'll put Wan-Bissaka on the right and Dallo on the left. Dallo's actually been all right, so fair play to Dallo, and that's what having a good backup is, just give him more game time. The midfield is obviously the second priority issue now. Maybe Matic can't play, I don't know, but I've never been convinced of Pogba and McTominay midfield. Ever. We've lost crucial games with that. I put a lot of people celebrating high five and said Fred's not playing. I've never been convinced seeing a McTominay Fred midfield. We played in the Europa League final. We somewhat played it against Leipzig. We played it. Did we play it against Leicester? I can't remember, but I remember we played in key games, and I've never been convinced by it at all. I've never been convinced by. And what tends to happen from what I see, people say McTominay's disciplined. From what I see Pogba tends to be the one that tends to play deep, and McTominay goes forward. So don't expect. So in a team, so just think of it this way: in a team that is known for having an incredible low block, a yellow submarine will play our most creative player as basically the most deep, a deep line playmaker, the most deep midfielder. That is problematic. and I see this game going the same way that the Europa League final going, in that we struggle to create chances for our front three to break down this video time. So unless there's a mistake, they go down to 10 men or something, it's going to be a difficult night for Manchester United, in my personal opinion. But I seem to be in the minority in this instance. Please like the video if you're watching. Please like the video if you're watching, and make sure to share and hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way. Mo says, this is a similar to Europa League final lineup. We dominated the game and should have destroyed them 3-0. We should have. We did dominate. We did. Well, this is the thing. We dominated that game in the sense that we had a lot of possession, Mo. You're right. But how many clear opportunities do we actually have on goal? Not many. We struggle to break them. And again, it's what I'm saying. It's the same thing that you saw with Villarreal against Chelsea, against Real Madrid. Yes, Real Madrid and Chelsea dominated their games, but their defense is so astute that it will cause us problems. And Villarreal only need to get a point. I mean, okay, yeah, they like to win, but I think from Villarreal's perspective, they'll say, you know what, we'll take a point at Atalanta, we'll take a point United, and then we'll go into the young boys game, going in to try and win those games. And Atalanta are ahead. Atalanta 1-0 ahead at young boys at home, and it was drawing, I think, for a while. So that's very important. That's very, very important, because Atalanta being ahead and going, I think, 4 points into me puts even more pressure on this game. We have to beat Villarreal, but if I'm honest, I'm looking at a draw here. If I was to predict a lot of the games, I would say we will draw here. I think we will beat Atalanta home and away because of the way they play. Hopefully, we'll hopefully beat young boys with a full contingent, and then maybe a draw to Villarreal. So that would be 2. So 9, so 11, 12 points on that. Enough to basically top the group, but it's going to be difficult. But I think that people need to chill if we draw. Essentially, what I'm saying is that the big games are going to be against Atalanta, home and away. That's where the big games are. But don't be surprised if we draw this game, is what I'm saying. Alex says, Villarreal is the most frustrating team to play as a Madrid fan. Yeah, exactly, Alex B. They are very, and that's why I'm telling you, I don't get it. I don't get why there are a lot of United fans that basically are saying we do have a very attacking team, because McTominay and Pogba there, but no, I'm skeptical, is what I'm saying. I'm very, very, very skeptical. Nicholas Cable says the set pieces are scaring me already. Yeah, man. I mean, I like to think that we turned a leaf when it actually came to set pieces, and that, you know what, we turned the leaf. We turned the leaf. When we get to set pieces, we will we'll perform better. It'll be okay. Let's go. Let's do this. But that goal that we conceded to Aston Villa from the corner, when there was no one on the near post, that doesn't go in. And you've now got Victor Lindelof back into that team, which also means that we're vulnerable, because he's vulnerable in the air. So that's what I'd be worried about in my personal opinion. Nicholas, exactly. Pogba plays so deep. Where will we get the creativity to get into back? Exactly. I don't. There's a lot of positive. Well, I won't say positivity, but there's a lot of we should beat Villarreal going on in a United Twitterverse. And yes, I agree that we should win with the quality that we have. But I just think, looking at this team and looking at what we're trying to play, shout out to MN, yo, thank you for joining, man. Really appreciate it. And thank you all those for joining, man, that watching. Really appreciate it that watching on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. But yeah, that, I mean, the only thing that I would say is that it would be interesting to see how the fullbacks are. That, I think, is the key. I think is the key thing. Dalot and Alex Telles. If Dalot and Alex Telles are told or coached to go forward and put crosses in the box, then maybe that might be, because to be fair, Ronaldo is probably the the best when it comes in the air. I would trust, if you cross the ball in the air to Ronaldo, I would trust it every single time, even against a stout Villarreal side, because that dude can jump and get ahead of a lot of people. So if we can get Tellez and Dallo crossing good balls into the box, maybe that's where we're going to hurt Villarreal. But I struggle to see us being able to break through their their two banks of four, especially if Pogba's playing so deep. Oh yeah, okay. Here's S again. Sancho may be the most important one for today's match. He's the other creative asset in front of the four, apart from. I mean, that's true, although we've not really seen much of that. If I'm perfectly honest, I'd like to see more of it, Nicholas. But I would argue that Greenwood has probably been a bit more creative. But fingers crossed. I really, really hope that Sancho has a good game today, and it's going to be interesting because I don't know what's going to happen, to be honest, because Rashford is obviously on the mend and he's probably going to be available after the international break. And Marcus Rashford comes back into this team. So if Marcus Rashford comes back into this team, where does Jadon Sancho play? It means you're probably going to drop Mason Greenwood. And so far, aside from on against Villa, where I was annoyed because he gets selfish, he was selfish, and that for a reason you might drop him, but it'll be difficult to drop him. So yeah. Yep. Okay. He needs to perform. He does. Did you see Messi's goal? Penalty. It was a very good G. I'll give him that. It was a very good G. Although I do think that City defensively was suspect there. You'll win easily. No. Don't say that. As a Barca fan, though, you'll easily beat Benfica. Though I do agree with that. No way. They got something from Real Madrid game. They got something from the Real Madrid game, bro. No goalkeeper mistakes today for penalty. Villarreal have a good. They do have a very good keeper, and they have a very good defense. It's going to be very difficult. But yeah, I'm very cautious when it comes to this game, and I think if what do I? Because obviously the score predictions. A part of me is tempted to say 0-0. It really is. But we concede. So yeah, probably 1-1. I think probably 1-1. I think 1-1 would probably be my I think probably 1 will be my score predictions. Relax Benfica. They are a good team, actually. They're not crap. I can't see penalty in the Europa League. We'll see. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. Although, like I said, Atalanta, I think, are 1-0 up. So I think that's this. There's pressure on this game. Whatever you say, there's definitely pressure on this game. And obviously, with young boys having 3 points, having beaten United, and Atalanta obviously having drawn, there'll be 4 points. There is pressure on this game. If we win this game, then we go into the Atalanta game, and knowing that we need to sort of win back to back to kind of push to try and achieve. And if we win back to back, we'll probably will qualify. But if not, we'll see what happens. I say Villarreal 3-0. I'd be very surprised if Villarreal scored 3 goals. They don't tend to score that many goals, but they just don't tend to concede a lot. Nicholas Campbell says, I can definitely see a 0-0, and that's what I'm saying, bro. I can see. I'm going to go for 1-1 because we haven't kept a clean sheet in ages. So I think that we will score, but I think they will score as well. I think they'll score first, as it happens at Old Trafford, and I think we'll somehow find a way to score, but then we'll struggle to score more than 1 goal against this defensive block. Who is at home? United are at home. Martin says 2-0 United Portuguese brace. Bro, I hope so. And I also hope that Juve beat Chelsea. I really do. I really, really hope that Juventus beat Chelsea. But and they might actually. They might. But with Dybala and I think Morata's out, something like that. So, but please, 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 if you guys can beat Chelsea, it'd actually make my evening. But But yeah, I'm going for 1-1 draw, to be honest. I just don't think that we're gonna have the creativity to break these guys down enough. But I hope I'm wrong, because that puts a lot of pressure on the Atalanta games, home and away, and we'll see what happens to that. But guys, have any questions for me, or for the panel? Not for the panel. If you have any questions for me regarding this game or Manchester United, get your questions in, please do. Do you know Mark Gondry? I do not. But I do have a set, actually, a proper studio, green screen studio that I have, that I haven't been in for a while, because I'm moving around constantly. Nicholas Campbell says the streets need Giro to beat Chelsea. HX needs to cry tonight, bro. Well, I mean, to be honest, whatever happens, nothing is going to top that Sheriff loss, man. Nothing's going to top that Real Madrid versus Sheriff. Nothing tops Sheriff beating Real Madrid. Like it just doesn't. It really doesn't. A team that comes from a country that doesn't exist, beating Real Madrid was just. And that second Sheriff goal, man, was amazing, man. Like I said, would love to have done a stream about it, but on HH stream, I'm going to just quickly share the so that's obviously my Simpsons. I'll just have a quick discussion over the other fixtures right now that are going to be going, and give you some predictions for those just while we're still live, and while there are people in the comments getting involved. Remember to like the vid, guys. Shout out to Rasmus, man. Hope you're doing well, boy. Long-time subscriber. Appreciate you, Rasmus, and hope you're doing well, man. Beef Buddy says 1-0 CR7 60 minute go Man United. If everyone's put bets, that's it. Let's hope for the best. Hope for the best and prepare for the worst, bro. I don't think a draw is good enough. Is good, because I think that puts pressure on us to be well. We have to beat Atalanta anyway, but I think it puts a lot of pressure on us. It really, really does if we draw this game, because Atalanta will know that they probably only need to beat us once and they're good, and then we will struggle. So we need to get a good result here. What happened to Maguire? He's injured. I think he might be out for 3 weeks. So we're going to be seeing the partnership of Lindelof and Varane for a while. They're very good on the ball, both of those guys. They are. But Lindelof is very suspect when it comes to in the air and being bullied in the air, and that's what I'm worried about. And was Fernandes guy's penalty? He can't. It's the thing about Fernandes is like he can't be. It's almost like a contradiction. It's like the dude is like he's like Bruno Fernandes. He scores penalties, and then you cuss him because he skied the penalty. It doesn't make sense. He's either good or he's not. He can't be either. Juve 1-1, Chelsea Locatelli, Lukaku. Yeah, okay, yeah. Sheriff did. Yeah, they did. And Erasmus says, I'm not going to waste my time on the waste man who's summer star manager anymore. I hope a player undo his incompetence. I mean, I don't want us to lose at all. So hopefully the signal is doing okay. Yeah, I think we're doing okay. I don't know what's going on. I don't want Manchester United to lose at all. I never want Manchester United to lose any game at all, ever. Like we strive to win every single game. But at the end of the day, the way I sort of see it is that if he continues to lose games, he's going to be sacked regardless. If he loses this will be like the 4th loss in a row right now, and questions will be asked. So he is under pressure to win this game, and especially going into the game against the weekend against Everton, where we need to get if we're going to have a title charge this season, we need to get back into the game by beating Everton and bringing that momentum in. But he's got to prove it, and we've got to see what happens. So just like I said, looking at some of the other games, Benfica obviously versus Barcelona is obviously it's a big one. It's definitely a big one. Barca obviously got lubricated by Bayern Munich, and probably will again. They did obviously have a good performance for the weekend. Can Barca beat Benfica? They should. Barca should beat Benfica. They should beat Benfica easily. away from home. And I think if they do that, if Barca beat Benfica away, I think they're solid for qualifying the group, and they should. Um, I just can't see Barcelona losing this. Because if Barcelona lose this, I mean, okay, yes, they'll be home and away against. I don't know who else is in their group, but I don't think it's a who I can't remember who else was in Barca's group. But I have to have a look. But I don't think they're as good as Bayern Munich or was it Dynamo Kiev possibly? Yeah, it was Dynamo Kiev. Yeah, Barca will beat Dynamo Kiev, so home and away. So they'll get those 6 points. So they need to at least not lose this game. And then if they want to finish a double at Camp Nou, they can. But I can't see Barcelona in this game. I don't think it'll be high scoring. I'll probably give it 2-0 to Barcelona. Is my prediction. Be bully with the predictions, man. Wolfsburg 1, Sevilla 1, Red Bull Salzburg 1, Leo 1. Yeah, I wouldn't. Benfica 1, Barcelona, Bayern Munich 2, Dinamo Kiev. No. Yeah, I think those are reasonable predictions. I won't be surprised in the draw between Benfica and Barca, but I still think Barca have enough to beat this time. Although MN, who's a Barca fan, says we will struggle against Benfica. We couldn't beat Cadiz. Yeah, but you did beat. Who were we playing on the weekend? Was it Sampdoria? Quite comfortably, and Ansu Fati's back. So if Ansu Fati being back, we played good the weekend because Kun was bad. Now he's back and changed. Now he's back and changed the formation. That's interesting. That is very interesting. That is very interesting. Is it because Koeman? Is it because Koeman is so bad that when he was banned from the touchline, Barca played better, or was it that I don't know? But the fact is the potential is there. But if he's changed the formation, then I think that's problematic. Right, I'm going to quickly go for some of these. So Bayern against Dynamo Kiev. Yeah, I think Bayern will lubricate Dynamo. I expect I'll probably go with 3-0. I think it'll be 3-0 to Bayern Munich. So I think that'll be fine. That's game done. I'm saying Bayern will top that group easy. I've already given them. Obviously, Atalanta ahead 1-0 to Young Boys, which puts them at 4 points. So regardless of what happens tonight, they'll be top of the group. United have to beat Villarreal. Leipzig against Lille. Salzburg against Lille. Lille have been garbage. They've been garbage for a while. Since their manager left, I think to go to Nice, I think it was. So they've struggled. They've sold 1 or 2 of their players. They're getting knocked out of the Champions League, and I think Salzburg will give them a game, and I think probably might win. I think I'm going to go with 2-1 there. Wolfsburg, Sevilla. I think Sevilla just to get. I'll say 2-1 to Sevilla. We see Zen against Malmo, man. This group, this waste man group that Chelsea in, man. Zenit, Malmo. Zenit are peppering Malmo 3-0. Right now. They're going to go. Zenit going to go into Europa League because I think Juventus. Because it was Juventus versus Zenit, wasn't it? And then Chelsea versus Malmo. And Juventus slapped aside Zenit, and Chelsea obviously did the dud against Malmo. So, or was it the other way around? I can't remember. But regardless, those guys are the ones that go into the Europa League. Lastly, MN says we can't ruin what Sheriff did by losing Man. We need to win. Well, no. I don't think you can. Benfica are Benfica, I think, might even won a CL. I can't remember back in the day, but Benfica are an established Portuguese side, and Portugal are ranked as one of the fifth. I still believe they're one of the 5th best leagues in Europe, and Benfica won Portuguese leagues. Like, no, you can't compare Benfica to Sheriff, like a team with a Sheriff's logo for a badge. They've never been in the UCL. It's just not the same. It's just really not. I don't think anything will surpass that unless Sheriff beat Madrid twice, in which case serious questions have to be asked. Final victory for Juventus and Chelsea. I'd probably say Chelsea are probably going to win it. I don't want them to, but Chelsea are probably going to win it. It's probably going to be. I think they'll keep a clean sheet. Without Morata and Dybala, I just don't see where um, Juve's attacking threat's going to come, and because of that, I just think that you're gonna see, yeah, you're gonna see Chelsea win this game. I think it'll be 2-0 to Chelsea. I just don't know where the attacking threat. I mean, Chiesa's there, but Chelsea's defense is just so solid. I mean, Man City did dominate them, but at the end of the day, they only scored one goal, and that was City. And it was a deflection. To be real. So unless Chelsea are down to 10 men, which will make it easier, or they make a really bad mistake, it's going to be difficult for Juve to break down a Chelsea side with some of their attacking players out. So I give it. I think Chelsea will get this dub here. Bash says 2-1 Juve, believe. I hope so. I hope so, bro. But I just don't see that. I think Chelsea's defense is just too good. How many of the game I'll be trying to watch two. I can only watch it because my family share the same BT. We all share the same streaming kind of service. So, and there's a limit to how much you can watch, which is quite frustrating. So what I did because I watch on BT because I'm in the UK. I know you guys, some of the guys out in the UK, is I watch one game and then on the other screen they have this sort of Champions League goal stream where they basically have the commentators who are commentating on different games and then they highlight when someone scores, etc. So that keeps me updated with all the different games and stuff. So that's how I'm going to watch it. But in our theory, I would like to, but yeah, just limited. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna leave you guys. Obviously, I'll give you my post-match video after the United game. Fingers crossed we win. If you're new to the channel, remember to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio, False and United X. Hopefully, we'll be doing some podcasty sort of stuff, getting some of the hangout guys on to discuss Champions League and what have you. But yeah, I hope Manchester United win this game. I really do. But if I'm honest, guys, Villarreal are going to be tough, and realistically, a draw with the way they're playing, I don't think is going to be a bad result. Bash says, last comment says, peace, CR7 hat-trick incoming. I wish. Shout out to everyone who's watching on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Have a nice day, guys, and cheers.